Video is going, and we are ready to go in 3, 2, 1. If I can get the right music, here we go.
Just drop that ass, bitches. Open micers in the house. Pop that pussy with that open micers logo in your mouth. Jason with his bald ass head. Jacob looking inbred. Open micers, bitch. Heard what I said. Drop that ass, drop that ass. Open micers in the house. Drop that ass, pop that pussy. Open micers in the house. Open micers in the house. Open micers is a mouse. Drop that ass, pop that pussy. Open micers in the house. The mic is now open.
That's right. The mic is now open. My name is Jason Robbins.
I'm Jacob Craig, and that's right. It is Wednesday that we're recording this. It's probably Friday that you're listening to it.
Yeah.
That means it's the end of the fucking week, no matter which way you look at it. It's a good time to be alive, Jason.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how fucking tired and burnt out we were before we started recording.
Life, it has become a burnout, one burnout session after another. It's just like, God damn it. I don't think there's any way to feel refreshed anymore. It's just like, I just wake up and I'm like, it doesn't even feel like I've been asleep. Like sleeping doesn't even help anymore. Like I'm just constantly tired.
And like, I know that like most people, they like want to go to the beach or some shit and like go on vacation and relax. But like growing up right next to the beach, I can't fucking stand a beach, dude.
Yeah.
Like I can't like there's no worse feeling to me than having fucking sand in my socks.
Yeah, I kind of crave mountains for some reason. Like I just want to go to the mountains and just like hang out in a log cabin and like just sit on the porch and like drink coffee and just take naps when I want to. Like that just sounds awesome.
My thing lately is I've been sitting at my desk at work and just like full on dissociating.
Yeah.
And just like daydreaming about what I would do if I won the lottery.
Yeah.
For like an hour, just staring at my computer screen and just thinking about what I would do if I never had to step foot back in this hellhole again.
What would you do? What would be the first thing you would do if you won the lottery?
The first thing I would do if I won the lottery, because the fact of the matter is, at that point, I have the financial freedom to not have to depend on anyone I don't want in my life.
Yeah.
So I would just immediately cuss out everyone that's ever wronged me. So I might be the shortest lived lottery winner to ever exist, but I'm going to cuss everyone out that's ever pissed me the fuck off. And then I'm going to disappear for the rest of my life. And the only people that will ever see or hear from me again are the people that I genuinely care for.
Yeah, that's pretty much the first thing I would do is like if I won the lottery, like my close friends would know because I would just give them an envelope full of money. You know, like if it was like
a fucking mob boss.
Yeah, like a mob boss. I would just give them like these fat stacks of cash and then just be like, all right, guys, y'all ain't going to see me for like 6 months and I'm just going to disappear and just walk the fucking earth like Jules in Pulp Fiction. Just like, you're going to become a bum. Like, nope, I'm just going to walk the earth.
Yeah, I wouldn't even do that. Like, my thing is like, I'm never going to just hand anyone money because I think that's like a very slippery slope. Like if you're fucking rich and especially if you don't like generate income, like you're not independently wealthy, like if you have a set amount, like I'm not going to hand out $1,000,000, but I will tell everyone in my life, which is a very small circle of people that I like would genuinely want to do things for. I'll just be like, hey, if you ever need anything, just let me know, man. I got you. And that's it. I just take people on trips, buy them cars. Like, you need help with housing. Here's a fucking down payment.
What I don't understand is how people go broke after they win the lottery. Like they'll win like $500 million and then be broke in like 4 years. Like, how do you do that?
Well, there was that one guy who was immediately publicized, by the way, who won the lottery a while ago.
See, I wouldn't want that. I would be like that guy that went to go pick up his lottery check with like a mask on and gloves so nobody would know who he was.
Yeah, well, and in some states, if you win over a certain amount, you're forced to identify. So I don't know if this guy was forced to identify or not. But yeah, what he instantly did was he bought like a multi-million-dollar mansion and then hired a 24/7 security detail.
Why?
Like, dude, that just sets a time limit on your money. A
Yeah.
24/7 security detail. Buy a gun and disappear.
Yeah. Just pay your bills off and just don't be stupid. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Even if you were to
And like,
make like 10 mil, just say you won $10 million, you could stuff that into a savings account and just live off the interest.
that's what I was about to say. That's what Mark Cuban said because I think someone asked him about it. He was like, first of all, I would never pick the lump sum because the lump sum is going to be less than the money that you're supposed to have.
Mm-hmm.
And people vastly like underestimate how much the payment would be or whatever. Because like if you don't get a lump sum, they'll give you a yearly payment of the money. And people like underestimate how much that is. It's
Mm-hmm.
apparently like a lot of fucking money still.
Yeah.
And also, people who do get the lump sum don't just leave the fucking money alone and let it generate interest. Like they're constantly depreciating the value of the bank account by just the number constantly going down.
Yeah. I mean, if I won the lottery, the first thing I would probably do is just put it into like some kind of a money market account and just let it go and just like probably not continue to work, but I would still live at the same level that I do now. Like if I was making, I would pay myself the same amount of money I get paid now. I just wouldn't have to work. I could just sit at home and
Yeah.
play video games all day.
Yeah, you'd have nothing to worry about. Like I'd make a few dumb purchases, but I think for the most part, like house, two cars, and not even like a crazy house. Like the most expensive house I'd buy is like $1 million house, which on this market is not insane
Yeah, that's
anymore.
not insane these days. Because I was going to say the one thing you got to really look out for, the reason people go broke is because they buy these big $1 million mansions and then don't realize that you got to pay taxes on that shit every year.
Yeah,
And
that's not
like,
great.
not only that, but like the just the electricity. Like, say you buy like a eight
Yeah.
room mansion, that's a lot of electricity to run every month, and you're not like, what if you're not working anymore, you're just living off that money, you're just burning through money like crazy.
Yeah, like the most I would go, like I'd buy just like a nice, sturdy, quaint, like two-story house, maybe like $800,000, something
Yeah.
like that, and just put it on a fuck ton of land so that like by the time someone is like passes the gate to the driveway and gets to the house, I have enough time to be the fuck out of there before they even get to the house. Like that's how much land I want.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be nice. I wouldn't even like spend on crazy amounts of stuff. Like I'm not a car person. So I wouldn't be spending like, I wouldn't be out buying like Aston Martins or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
I would just like to have a nice, decent car that I don't like. I've never had a new car. I would just like to be
Mhm.
able to go buy a new car and put the money down and not have to worry about maintenance for the next couple of years because it's a new car.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I'd probably buy like a decommissioned like Brinks truck or something. And that would be just one dumb purchase of mine.
Yeah, yeah.
Just drive around in an armored car and be like, fucking try to come into my lane now, motherfucker.
I would take a lot of trips. Like I would just go on vacations all the time. Just go see all the shit I want to see. Cause look, I'm well past halfway on my life.
Yeah.
I'm past the halfway point. I don't have much time left to just visit the world. Like I still want to go just, like Japan or like Italy or something, just leave and not have to worry about money. Like what would that be like to not have to worry about money?
I don't know, man. I guess ask Nicki Minaj because she never looks at the price tag.
Yeah, no shit.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm just a homebody, or maybe I just have no thirst to like see the planet or anything like that. I just feel like fucking it's overrated to like fly to Paris and go to a museum and eat a snail and then fucking come home tired. Fucking, for the 12-hour flight it takes to get there and back.
Yeah, but if you had that amount of money, you could fly first class and be comfortable, not jammed like a sardine on a Southwest flight. Like you actually could afford a good seat.
I guess. Like I would more want to do like, you know, events, like shit that I could tell my grandkids that I was there to see, you know?
Yeah.
Not necessarily like, oh, I went to Japan. I went and saw fucking whatever, whenever.
I would want to do weird shit that like you never really think about doing. Like I would just go to like whatever the tallest, you know, uh, hotel in New Orleans and just rent like the top suite, and just so I could just hang out on the balcony and just like
Yeah.
order pizza. I would sit. I would order like. Domino's pizza to like the master suite on whatever hotel is in downtown New Orleans. Just stupid shit like that.
Yeah, dude, I would rent out like a fucking like a laser tag arcade or some shit like that and send out mysterious invitations to people to come fucking play laser tag while I have it rented out.
Yeah.
Like an invite only laser tag battle.
Yeah. And then like on Halloween night, you could rent out a movie theater for all your friends and just play horror movies all night and just like have it catered. You know, like how cool would that be?
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick. Yeah, I think the one thing that I would do if I think I would take a trip to Las Vegas during International Fight Week, and I'd take my brother with me, I think, and just be like, me, you, 1 week, no kids. We're
Yeah.
gonna watch fucking fights and go to all the events and the weigh-ins and shit. And we're gonna sit front row and we're gonna hear Joe Rogan go, "Oh, he's hurt!" fucking in person right behind him. And honestly, after that, I'd probably be able to die happy.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to. I mean, I plan on going to Vegas this year in a couple of months, for a thing. But I don't know if I'm going to get to go because I'm looking into buying a house and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know if I could go to Vegas for like a week and not have to worry about money. That would be cool. I would go like see Penn and Teller, stuff like weird stuff like that.
Yeah. So if you didn't have to worry about money, what's the most that you would be willing to like go into a casino and like gamble with?
I would like to know what it'd be like to walk into a casino and just drop $10,000 on like one spin of the roulette table. Just like put it on black, just like 10 grand, just like one hand, like just one spin.
Yeah, and just be like, after this, I'm walking away, whether I
Hmm.
fucking, double my money or whether I lose it all.
Yeah. Just like to be able to drop 10 grand like it's nothing.
Yeah, that'd be
But I don't know
sick,
if
dude.
I had that kind of money. Like if I had 10 grand to just drop, I would be going to like the Humane Society and dropping like 10 grand on the desk. Be like, here you go. Take care of the kitties. Name a wing after me.
Name a wing of the fucking pound after
Yeah.
you, dude.
Yeah.
That's where they're gonna put all the animals down.
No, they're not. Not
Yeah,
all
they
shelters
are,
are kill
dude.
shelters.
No, okay. I'm just saying, dude.
I would
Like,
like to be able to go to like Disney World for like a week and not have to worry about money.
oh yeah, for sure. Disney World, Universal. Uh yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a traveler, man. There's like not a lot of like I'd want to go to Scotland, I guess.
I feel like you
Because
would be
that's
more into traveling if it wasn't so like inconvenient. Like if you could travel
yeah,
first class, you would probably be all about it.
maybe. But also I've never even been on an airplane. And like with my luck, I would win the lottery, go on one flight, and then just fucking crash
Yeah, no
into
shit.
the fucking Atlantic
But with
Ocean.
all the fucking plane crashes that have been happening over the last couple of weeks, it's like, what the hell is happening, man? And like every day, there's a new plane crash.
Yeah, dude, I basically had a plane crash at the fucking Mo Alexander show. And
Yeah.
that was basically fucking it was on the same level of bomb as that fucking plane falling out of the fucking sky.
Well, let's tell everybody about our weekend. We went and opened up for Mr. Mo Alexander in Mobile, Alabama, Saturday night, and it was kind of an odd crowd.
Yeah. To say the least. It was weird because like everyone that was there was somewhat invested in the show, but not enough to close their fucking mouths.
I mean, I felt like I did okay, but there was definitely some people in the crowd that were like very loud and just didn't care that they were at a comedy show. Even after being told to leave and go outside, they still would come back inside as loud as they could be talking. It's like, do you not realize there's a comedy show going on?
Yeah. Which I had a real hard time to like assessing my set because I couldn't fucking hear. Like I was trying to be loud enough to just fucking get some attention over the people talking. But I know that like during your set, so everyone just immediately talked over Mikey, the host. Like didn't acknowledge that he was on stage. Didn't get their attention and like, hey, there's a fucking show starting, which is strange because when he was like, you ready for comedy? The fucking place went wild. And we're like, oh, great. There's a good crowd here. It's going to be a fun night. And then he started like hyping up the show and doing some jokes and shit. Everyone's just steamrolling, talking over him. And then it's like that for like the first 5 minutes of your set. The bartender asks this like one group of guys, like 3 guys, to please just keep it down. And they're like, come on, guys, let's go outside. Because they think that fucking whatever they could possibly say is a more fun time than professional comedians.
And it was a bunch of dude bros too. Like one of the guys like wearing one of the loudest shirts I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, dude. Like masking your homosexuality, fucking flamboyant.
And they're trying to hit on girls and stuff like that. And it's just like just being so obnoxious and loud. And it's like, dude, just fucking leave.
Oh yeah, dude. They were trying so hard to fucking leave the bar with just somebody.
Yeah.
With
somebody. And it's funny, the 2 girls that they were talking to so loud, like those 2 girls like left and came and sat up front for my set. Yeah. And I wanted to be like, but I didn't want to get in a fight with 3 randos.
Yeah. But yeah, they left after like 5 minutes of your set. So the last half of your set was great. You fucking had the attention of the crowd.
Yeah, after they left.
After they left. And then I get up there. Or no, well, Compton does a guest spot. Compton does great. I get up there. And as I get on stage, I see the fucking guys come back in to the bar. And I'm like, why are you here? Yeah. What are you coming back in for? And then they just start fucking doing it again to where I can't even like hear myself think. And I'm trying to be fucking loud and just talk over them because there are people listening and paying attention. And there's some people laughing and there's some people really not fucking laughing. And then there's some people who laughed at one joke, and then the very next joke I made, they were like, "Oh my god!" And we're just instantly out.
Well, that you made a joke about 2 girls, 1 cup, and this one girl who was sitting at the table next to me where I was filming apparently had never seen 2 girls, 1 cup before, and her friend told her what it was, and she started gagging in the middle of the show.
Here's the thing, Jason. I really want to break this moment down because, first of all, I haven't bombed like that in a very long time. I've definitely never bombed like that being booked to open for a national headliner. So it really kind of fucking stung. But also, as an audience member, first of all, why are you talking about if you've seen it or not during my set? Second of all, why are you explaining it to the lady during my set? And third of all, this is just a thing that white women do where if no one has paid attention to them for more than like 30 minutes, they have to make sure that every eye in the fucking bar is on them. And the only possible way she could have done that was if she ran away to the bathroom and pretended to gag. Like, get fucking over yourself, Tiffany, okay? You're not gagging at the thought of 2 girls, 1 cup. You were probably fucking there filming it, you fucking dirty cunt.
Jesus.
I could hear her pussy lips scraping on the floor when she ran to the bathroom.
Jesus.
Like fucking 2 pairs of slippers.
Good Lord, man.
I
Are
hate
you
this
angry?
fucking lady. I hate this lady.
And
so
she
much,
wasn't
dude.
even being loud. Like,
yes, she was, dude. She came back and then talked through my whole fucking set.
No,
because
that wasn't them.
Fucking,
that was those dudes.
I don't care. I thought it was them, and I thought it was them. But still, like, why? And I mentioned that in my set. Like, I asked the lady, like, why would you tell that to your friend in the middle of my fucking thing? Like, why wouldn't you wait until like they're introducing Mo and be like, hey, this is what that is? Or wait until after, or go outside, or just don't have the fucking conversation, or just text it to her. Just send her a link of Two Girls, One Cup and be like, watch that later.
All I'm
Don't do
saying
it
is
while I'm
they were
talking.
not the ones being loud. It was the dudes behind, like those dudes behind me. Like I was videoing your set, and it may not even be usable for the vlog because those dudes just would not shut up. I kept giving them the look. I would turn around and just give them the stare, like please shut up, but they wouldn't shut up. They just kept going.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really crazy. And it's a fun room too. Like it's very intimate, but the backside of that is like, or the downside rather, is like if it's that intimate in the bar, then one group of like three guys can ruin the entire fucking show.
Yeah, and I don't understand why. Like, why do you have to be that fucking loud when you're?
To talk over us.
Yeah,
That's literally the only
like
reason is to talk over us.
nobody wants to hear you talk. Like nobody cares about your stupid bro conversations. Just shut up.
Yeah. And first of all,
Go talk about your whey protein and your fucking creatine outside, you little freakazoids.
yeah. Yeah, and those guys were like, they weren't cool either.
Yeah.
Like one of them, the one with the fucking loud shirt, had a nose so big it would make Hitler fucking lose his mind. And the fucking other guy had like fucking Crohn's asshole eyes that were just sunken into his fucking head. Like, no wonder those girls wanted to get away from them. They're sitting there having the broiest conversations, literally doing this move, like in that fucking meme of that guy
Yeah.
talking to the girl.
Yeah.
Like, they're literally doing that with their hands, drinking beers, talking about shit that doesn't matter to fuck, dude.
But yeah, other than that, it was a cool show.
I guess it was one of those things where, like, first of all, I don't handle bombing well because I hold myself to a higher standard than anyone else holds me to, because that's the only way to get better at comedy.
That's why I don't mind going first, because if I go first and bomb, I can't really take the blame for it.
I mean, you can. It's still your fault, but
yeah, but I don't know. With a room like that, it's kind of hard to catch their attention. Like it took me, I did 15 minutes. It took me a good 7 minutes to get their attention.
True. Which I would rather do that than, not have their attention, and then lose their attention again before the headliner gets up there. Like what happened to me? Excuse me.
But they were even talking during Mo. Mo was even making fun of them the whole time. So,
Yeah, and there were people like truly invested in Mo, and Mo was fucking killing.
Yeah.
He was crushing. And there were people like fully invested, like wanting to hear everything that was happening on the show, and just fucking couldn't because of three giant dickwads.
Well, I know they're probably not listening to the show, but just so you guys know, you're dickwads.
I hope they are listening.
You're big.
I hope they're listening.
Giant dickwads, and you should never go to a comedy show ever again. Don't ever go to a comedy show. Just don't go. If you're not going to listen, don't go.
Yeah, it's a very simple rule of thumb. And that's what sucks about free shows too. Like if this would have been ticketed, maybe there would have been a couple less people, but it would have been a much better show. If you had to pay $10 to stay in the fucking room, they wouldn't have done that. They would have gone to a different bar.
Yeah, and then you could have at least had a bouncer there to be like, "Hey, comedy show, shut up,"
Yeah. Just have someone work in the door, or have one of the comics work in the door and be like, "Hey, there's a show happening in there. It's a $10 cover. If you go in, please just keep it down." Like that's the bare minimum that you need.
Yeah. But, it was cool hanging out with Mo. Mo's always great to hang out with. It was nice seeing Compton again, which we realized we haven't talked to Compton in so long on the show here. He had 2 arms the last time he was on the show.
Yeah, we have not talked to one-arm Compton, dude. I know he went, I think it was yesterday, and got matched for a new prosthetic or something like that. So he's about to be just full on fucking Jax from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. He's got a big hook. He'd be like Captain Hook.
Yeah, dude. He's gonna be fucking ripped. He's
Yeah.
gonna be able to do a one-armed pull-up with a bionic arm.
But yeah, it was nice seeing him, and we had a good time. Just getting out of town. Me and you usually have a good time when we go out of town, but yeah, it's really hard when there are people at shows that just kind of ruin it for everybody.
Yeah. And then like the added fucking insult to injury too is like I already don't handle bombs well, but like I bombed so hard that like one of the bartenders had to be like, "Hey man, good set. Really good set." Like that kind of like we both know it's not and you want to try to make me feel better, but don't fucking tell me it's a good set when it's not a good set.
We did have
Eh,
something funny happen on the way to the show. Do we want to tell people about it, or do we want to just be something on the vlog?
no, I think that they should just go to the vlog when that comes out to find out what that is
We
because that
always have
was
something
fucking
weird happen when we're on the road,
yeah.
and this was very strange.
Yeah, it was very strange. I wish we got an actual video of it, but I took a video of us talking about it like
Yeah.
5 minutes after it happened. But yeah, and then Mikey also paid me. And in the notes when he paid me, he just said paid this amount for bombing. Like he did any better, first of all. He bombed and
Uh,
also didn't host well. Didn't tell people to shut the fuck up. Like,
uh,
come on, man.
uh,
Dude, don't do me like that.
he wrote me the entire lyrics to a Three Doors Down song, and I was just like, "Fuck off."
Hilarious, dude. That's hilarious, by the way. Do you think we'll get into any trouble for me roasting Three Doors Down like that? Probably
uh,
not. Probably no one from Mississippi actually listens to this show.
yeah, I doubt it. I think all of our listeners. We have a few local listeners, but that's about it.
Yeah, and if someone local is listening to this, make sure that you direct a member of Three Doors Down to that episode because I want them to hear every fucking word that I said, and I can just say it again to their face in a physical confrontation.
Uh,
Although they're the crazy bastards that'll probably just like fucking shoot and kill me
yeah.
because Three Doors Down does not value life. They're okay with just killing innocent people.
Wow. Jesus.
We're at it again, dude.
Uh,
I'm on fire. I'm not having a good day, Jason. I'm
I
not
can
having a
tell.
good day. I'm reflecting on a bomb. I think Three Doors Down's a bunch of fucking pussies. Here I go again, dude. Here I go again.
Wow. I got nothing to say to that. I'm just, yeah. I don't know.
What do you think that they would say or do if I told them that like my dad tried to fight all four of them at the same time to see if they remembered?
I'm sure they probably don't remember that.
I bet they do, dude. My dad was kind of fucking crazy. He was really trying to get into that fucking garage.
They might remember. I don't know. I mean, you'd have to ask them.
Yeah, I'm friends with one of them on Facebook. I might DM them and just put it on the Patreon for content.
You remember my dad trying to kill you that one
Yeah,
time?
you remember my dad trying to kill you and the rest of the members of Three Doors Down to prevent the death of an innocent family?
uh, so I don't.
Good times.
Anything else from this last week other than me being sick as hell last week?
Not really, man. We went and did the show. I bombed, I'm fucking bummed out over it. I don't. It's one of those bombs too, where like I know you've had these in the past. I've never had a bomb where I've been like disinterested in getting back on stage. This is
Yeah,
definitely that kind of bomb where I'm like, I don't even feel like fucking like trying to get it back.
yeah, but every you're gonna have them. I mean, and you've had to tell me that in the past too. Like I've bombed pretty fucking bad in the past where I was the same way. I did not want to get back on stage, but you got to get that
Yeah,
one good bomb out of the way. It happens
but
occasionally.
Jason, you're not funny. I'm hilarious, Jason.
Uh-huh.
There's no reason for me to have bombed. What
Yeah,
do I
right.
even do about it?
I don't know. I mean, it's just you're gonna have bad nights. It's just it's law of averages. It's bound to happen.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I've got a break from work coming up, so maybe when I'm on that little 2 week break or whatever, I'll go hit an open mic or something and see if I can wash my mouth out. But yeah, it's definitely like, and people who've never been on stage don't. I don't know if you have any, like they would have anything to relate to it. But it's like there's a kind of bomb where like you bomb and then it's kind of like getting hit. Like, you get hit with a good punch and then you're like, ah, shit, I should fucking move on from that. That
Yeah.
sucks. And then there's the kind of bombs where you just get knocked out cold, full 10 count. You wake up and you're like, what happened? Where am I? This is that kind of fucking car accident, dude. Speaking of car accidents, Three Doors Down, if you're listening. Come here. Come find me. I'm not a hard man to find, Three Doors Down.
Don't make me laugh. I'm going to die.
Why are you going to die?
Because.
Are you in a car and you remember
I'm
Three
still
Doors
recovering.
Down?
If I laugh too hard, I'll cough myself to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Three Doors Down.
Well, let's go ahead and start wrapping this up. We're at the half-hour mark.
All right, man.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before we go?
I don't know, man. We filmed a vlog. Jason just has to piece it together.
Yeah,
it'll be out this month.
It'll be out sometime soon. I just got to put it together.
It'll be out this fucking month. We were supposed to have a guest tonight. I haven't heard from him. Seems like a cool guy. I don't know why he chose to fucking. Maybe he's a huge Three Doors Down fan and just listened to the last episode. And
maybe he was at the show Saturday night. Was like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, maybe he's fucking the producer of Two Girls One Cup. Maybe he just has so much against me.
Is it Two Girls One Cup or Three Girls One Cup? I thought it.
No, dude, Two Girls One Cup. Okay. But we should make a sequel for all intents and purposes of just adding. It should be Three Girls Two Cups.
Oh yeah. We're raising the stakes.
Yeah, we're raising or Three Girls Three Cups. Why don't they all get their own cup?
Yeah. Everybody gets their own cup.
We're all about equality here on the Open Micers podcast.
Yeah, but then where do you go from there? I mean, that could be your part 3, 3 girls, 3 cups.
That's true. Yeah, you don't want to fucking. But then at that point, we could really just do a whole Fast and Furious thing where we just keep making them. Like there never has to be an end to it. We can just take Two Girls One Cup into space.
Right.
Watch the shit float, Jason.
Everybody wants to see that.
Everyone wants to see shit float. Aside from that, hopefully we have a really cool guest next week. I know for a fact we're going to have Mo Alexander on this month to celebrate Black History Month because he's the one Black person that we know. So we're going to have him on. We're going to do a Black History episode with him. Aside from that, I'm booking March, so if you guys want to see like all the cool stuff that we do, like the vlogs and the challenge videos and the headliners episodes, go over to patreon.com/OM podcast to go see how bad I bombed, see Jason's set from that vlog, see the crazy fast food experience that we had on our way there. It's a fun time.
Yeah. Well, if you want to do all that, if you want to email us at OpenMicersPodcast@gmail.com. We're at OpenMicers.com is our website. Linktr.ee/OpenMicersPodcast takes you everywhere you need to go. All the socials, all the ways to give us money, all that good stuff. And don't forget to go to brescoffeeco.com. Use the code OMPodcast to check out for 10% off your order. We love all of you, and we'll see you right here next week. And thank you all for watching on YouTube. We will see you next week.